Okay.
Monique talks about being in a cafe out east and seeing, being approached by a street dweller who was, I think, drunk and toothless, and then later on met him on a plane after he'd cleaned up. And that piece made me cry because of the hope that gives. Somebody is seemingly so hopeless, and yet there's, between them when they meet, there's such a difference in circumstance, and yet they're exactly the same. There's such a fine line between being in the cafe seat or being on the street. And if a continued abuse of substances will bring you across that line in no time. And then seeing him on the plane, the serendipity of that would happen. What are the odds of that happening, you think, in this amazing world? The things happening as they're supposed to happen, and experiencing the things that we are supposed to experience. And it made me cry because he'd succeeded. He succeeded where others haven't. He succeeded where my father didn't. And that gives me enormous hope for people. You can't do it until you're ready to do it, but he did it, and his influence on Tilly's decision to clean up is huge, and you can never underestimate, what is it that finally makes an addict go, I want to stop, as opposed to the ones who never reach that point. And it's not something that can be engineered, but to be party to that happening through the book is a privilege and an honour, because it's very difficult to bare your soul like that, and that's what we see in the book, is this exposure of emotion and vulnerability, and again the amazing coincidence that happens that brings these two people together, not once but twice, and how that's a pivotal point for Tilly in her life.